Hey, what's up, Eagles Nation? What's up, Sports Nation? It's your boy, Cool Eagle, back here, another video out here in Oklahoma City. Just want to come talk to you guys about last night's game and what I seen, just my raw thoughts on it. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. The passing attack just wasn't there. Now, I will preface that for the past couple weeks, we have been playing some really good defensive-minded coordinators and head coaches. Obviously, we know what Bill Belichick brings on the defensive side of the ball. We know what Brian Flores brings on the defensive side of the ball. We have a mini bye until next Sunday, where we play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, whose head coach is also very defensive minded. So this, man, look, I hope Brian Johnson can step it up, because I'm not worried about the defensive side of the ball. I feel like Jordan Davis and his ability to get one-on-ones because of everybody else on the defensive line, the constant pressures, him and Jalen Carter, who is a monster. Jalen Carter is a monster. Like, I'm so glad that we have a GM and Howie Roseman that is able to draft these players and put them in the right position, and and just get the best out of these players. You know what I'm saying? But the offensive side of the ball scares me, because if we're not running the ball, now we have to rely on how creative can Brian Johnson get in the passing attack, because last night was terrible. Like, Jalen Hurts threw some very bad balls. Now, whether it was just him or Brian Johnson called the plays, we can all agree that the passing attack just was not there. There were a lot of open receivers that were missed, whether just because, again, of the scheme where the ball is supposed to go. Maybe Jalen wanted to go to this open receiver, but the play was called to go to this receiver. Because notice how in the beginning of the game we threw a lot of like straight passes to Goddard and Brown, when we should have started out the game running the ball. We should have started the game like running behind this offensive line, because we've seen what it did once we actually start doing what makes us the Philadelphia Eagles. And like, I'm just not liking the passing game right now. Like, I hope Brian Johnson steps it up, because a really good team can put us away. The Vikings fumbled away opportunities to put us away, possibly earlier in the game. I mean, and obviously our team had a lot to do with those fumbles. But man, like, y'all can't help but be concerned about the creativity of Brian Johnson in the passing game. That's the only concern, because defense, I have no problem with defense, especially if you have key injuries in James Bradbury, Avonte Maddox, and you got to start different new guys in different spots that you normally wouldn't see them in. So I'm okay with the defense, because the defensive line is doing what they're supposed to do. Jordan Davis, monster. Jalen Carter, monster. Fletcher Cox, even at his old age, is still able to apply pressure and do what he's always been able to do on the defensive side for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, again, I'm not really mad, because again, last year during the first couple of weeks we started out pretty slow against the Detroit Lions. But this year, obviously, we're going up against Bill Belichick, Brian Flores, and then obviously Tampa Bay coming up next Sunday. Is definitely going to be a challenge. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think about last night's passing attack, which is the main concern on this football team right now. I'm just not impressed with the 2-0 start that we have, even though it is 2-0. A win is a win, no matter how you get it. A sloppy win is always better than a loss. But again, tell me what you guys think in the comments, man. Again, love doing this with you guys. Like, subscribe, get the content out there, and I'll talk to you guys soon.